Oh, that's perfect. I'm at the beach. I have my running clothes on. It's not a very good running day. It's the rainy season, you see. I probably have like 45 minutes where I'll be mostly dry and I can go out for a little trot. That's what I should really call it. I don't really run. I trot. Shuffle. Meander. It's not as serious as running. So the morning started out so well. It devolved quite quickly. So I've been on this coconut collecting kick, right? And I have some rules for that, right? So it has to be that, like, I find a sprouted coconut, or I find, you know, a coconut that's going to sprout. It has to be under a tree that no one is taking care of, which means that it has a ton of coconuts. They just, like, fall down randomly. I'm not stealing it from people's yards, or I prefer it to be in a place where it's either going to get overgrown by weeds, or it's so shaded out that it's never going to be able to grow into a properly big tree. So I found such a coconut today. It was like right next to the road, but it was like down in a ditch a little bit, and you know, it's obviously overgrown and everything. So I jumped down there, and I, like, as I'm leaning down to pick up this coconut, I hit the foliage above me, and I just feel sprinkles. And I know these sprinkles, and I was like, fuck. I just hit a fire ant's nest. And indeed, it's just like covered in fire ants. I got so many bites on my neck and my chest. They got down my shirt and then all over my arms. So I grabbed the coconut as fast as I could and then ran to the nearest beach park and just, like, got under the shower fully clothed. So I've been getting my turmeric in a new way. What I've been doing is I've been putting turmeric, fresh turmeric, through my juicer along with carrots and some lilikoi, and it makes this, like, super bright orange juice. And then I put the turmeric pulp back in the juice. So you can see down there it's kind of thick and chunky and really genuinely gross to drink. Could you guys be quiet? But hey, it's also a super effective delivery system. And then I'm going to, oh hi, day off outfit. I'm going to have this with breakfast. Don't set that near the computer. No liquids by the computer. It's frozen berries, organic, bananas, starfruit from the yard. Still the best starfruits I've ever tasted. And I'm gonna put some ground flaxseed on top of this to, like, give me a fat source that I eat with the turmeric to aid absorption. Gecko eggs haven't hatched yet.
So whether they're vegan or not, who's your favourite YouTuber? Who inspires you?
My favourite YouTuber, I've already said it so far, is Legit Nutrition Hawai'i, Lily from Legit Nutrition. I know, you need to see it, check her out.
And I just cannot resist anyone who praises me. The channel is Zoe Does Life. She has a nice little channel going. She seems very intelligent. Zoe Does Life. Thanks for the love. Yo, peoples. I went back to the beach. It turned into a beautiful day. All that rain cleared up, and I was like, I need to jump in the water. Okay, so the Chicago Cubs won the World Series. You know what also happened this week? This great little documentary called Before the Flood came out on National Geographic Channel, and they put it up for free on YouTube, which is how I saw it. And it went over, you know, the catastrophic implications, or the catastrophic changes that are going to be happening with climate change. And, you know, we're not talking about like 100+ years in the future. We're talking about within our lifetime catastrophic changes from climate change. And I've heard some negative discussion from the vegan community as far as like, you didn't talk about veganism. I appreciate that there's a frustration there. I'm frustrated too. It would be great if the V word had been dropped. But when you say the V word, people's minds turn off. And if 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago, someone uttered on national TV to stop eating beef, the world would have lost its mind. Like, literally, they would have been sued into annihilation by the National Cattlemen's Association. That exact incidence happened to Oprah. So, whilst I understand the frustration that they didn't say vegan, they did say reduce the amount of beef that you're eating. And the dude who was talking did say, if you can't resist having flesh between your teeth, which was kind of a disgusting way to phrase that. It makes people reflect on the fact that they're eating flesh as opposed to meat. So there was an underlying implication of veganism. And as a documentary that was on national television, I'm gonna have to be happy about that. It's these goddamn baby steps that people have to take. But do not underestimate the ginormousness of that baby step. It just paved the road for a lot of bigger baby steps. But back to the original point. It was the World Series, the Chicago Cubs World Series. They won. And I saw a part of it on TV. Millions upon millions of people, and they were talking about this like it was life or death, like we're looking at American heroes who are really going into battle for us to make us proud. And they have all of these dramatic photos of the players standing next to the trophy, looking at the trophy and talking about what this would mean for them and their lives and for Chicago. Sorry guys, I can't accelerate very fast or the camera will fall over. And I can't help but getting really frustrated with the fact that people give a shit about this. Like, sports are cool. Being entertained is totally fine. But when you use that kind of entertainment to prevent yourself from thinking about shit that actually matters, such as catastrophic changes of climate change, it really pisses me off, and it got me to thinking, what kind of difference could be made in the world if people got behind real American heroes? Not sports stars, real American heroes. I am, of course, talking about the people who are at the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota, who are getting the shit beat out of them. They're getting maced on a daily basis. They're getting shot with rubber bullets. Apparently live ammunition has been fired at them as well, and they are doing this to fight for clean water. They're doing this to protect native burial grounds. I mean, I tell you, how many of you watched Avatar? Millions upon hundreds of millions, maybe over 1 billion people in the world saw Avatar, and they were inspired and they were outraged by what that mining company was doing to Pandora. And it kills me that is happening here! We have a real-life action-adventure movie with real-life heroes happening right now, and more people give a shit about a fucking baseball game. Now, I'm constantly amazed. People pay over $10 a month for Netflix so they can watch TV shows and movies about people actually doing shit, and then they don't want to actually do shit. I've had the opportunity to meet some of these people who are becoming our heroes, and what I have realized time and time again is that these are average people. There is nothing special about them except that they finally realize that no one is going to show up to save us. And heroes are simply people who have the balls to stand up and do it, and by having the balls or the ovaries to stand up and actually do something doesn't mean that there's anything special about you. They are normal people who chose to give a shit about something bigger than themselves. I think we think of heroes and we think of people in movies that have some kind of special talent or some kind of special gift, special destiny or fate or position within society that gives them the right to be a hero. It doesn't exist. That's not gonna happen for our planet. No one's gonna show up and save it. It's up to normal people. And what's heroic is being a normal person who makes the effort and who makes the sacrifices of what it takes to try to change their communities, be that small communities or YouTube communities. Although I have to say it's harder to change friends and families than it is to change people on YouTube. Hashtag sad fact. So anyway, people, I understand if you feel like you can't be a hero, but it's really important to stand behind real heroes and support them. There are several resources, I will link them down below, how we can support our real American heroes right now. I encourage you guys to do that. Barley, lentils, veggies, a little bit of low sodium sweet chili sauce.
Oh,
Thanks
I'm sorry.
for burping and clearing your throat in my video.
So do that again then. Cut.
Caught him. No, we're a real life
Oh
operation.
my god. Other people have scripts,
Other people are boring.
but at least they're not gross. Stop it.
Don't bother him. He got stuck in his humpy dance for like 10 minutes today.
No.
Yeah, waiting for you to come home. He was just
Yo,
like
get off me,
humping
dummy.
himself in the driveway for like 10 minutes. I feel really bad for him. He looks so distressed.
Love you, bye-bye.
Come here.
Yeah.
The fuck? Come on.
Everybody knows you have an eye snug.
No, I don't have one of these. This is yours.
No, mine's over here. It's not as good as blackout curtains in a pitch black room, but it's not too bad either. I heard that you have light sensors in your ear holes.
That's what I heard too.
I think I might have told you that last week. So I'm actually not tired. Do you mind if I read?
I don't mind if you do anything.
Mind if I poke you?